Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm rating all 6 brawlers who got Buffies by, in general, how good the Buffies they got were. Well, without further ado, let's get into it. So, in 6th place, we have Colt. Now, let me just start by saying, I think all these Buffies are actually pretty decent. Colt's is just the most underwhelming. His gadgets being alright. In my opinion, the best build for Colt is Speed Loader and Magnum Special. Though Speed Loader and Silver Bullet are a bit interchangeable, I think Speed Loader is just overall a bit better, just because you really need ammo for Colt. Now, his Hypercharge, I think, is actually the best Buffy that he got, and his Magnum Special also really isn't bad. But I think his Buffies are just a little not quite as good as some of the ones we'll see later. Now next, we have Shelly. So, in my opinion, Shelly is heavily carried by her Clay Pigeons gadget. I said Clay Pigeons. What the frick are Clay Pigeons? Well, Clay Pigeons is really strong now, having 3 aimable charges and them slowing for like a very, very decent slow. Shelly is a very legitimate pick, but really only if you're using Clay Pigeons. Otherwise, her gadgets, I think, still go with Band-Aid, depending on what you're doing, but I'd go with Band-Aid. And her Hypercharge, honestly, I think is the worst part of her kit, being kind of underwhelming. Now, in 4th place, we have one of my favorite brawlers, Mortis. Now the Buffies that Mortis got, honestly, aren't completely horrible. I think they're actually very decent. I'm mad that Survival Shovel got deleted. Creature of the Night, in my opinion, is just kind of an underwhelming star power. Though they did make up for it by reworking Combo Spinner, making it a very, very viable option. It's very strong. Honestly, kind of carrying his kit, though not totally. So, Creepy Harvest got a rework, making it very satisfying. I'll say that. But I think the other gadget is still a better choice. The damage reduction is really very strong, and it just makes him kind of a menace when he's just dashing around like that. So then we have his Hypercharge. And honestly, I think this Hypercharge is a Hypercharge that I don't completely understand the Buffy for it. I just don't really understand how it works exactly. I understand the base of it, and I think it's decent, but I think it's also in the batch of the worst Hypercharges here. Now, in 3rd place, we have Frank. Now, he's gotten kind of a roller coaster in the meta since he's been released that long ago. He was strong enough, then really strong, then pretty weak, then he's just been all over the place. And now I think he's pretty viable. Both his gadgets are actually very strong, and his star power grab, is also very good. Honestly, I think him and our next brawler are quite interchangeable. But I think the other brawler beat him out just slightly with its counterplay. Now, finally, Frank's Hypercharge is very strong, having his attack speed just skyrocket. It's honestly kind of crazy. But let's talk about the next brawler on our list, Spike. So, Spike, in my opinion, right now, is one of the best assassin counters in the entire game. When I'm playing any assassin and I see a Spike on the opposite team, I am just like, oh, just end it, man. Because, oh my god, this brawler can absolutely shred. With his popping pincushions gadget, which is definitely the better one in almost every scenario. Well, most scenarios, especially in Brawl Ball and close mapped ones. But popping pincushions can shred anyone in a matter of it feels like milliseconds. And And his curveball, Blood did not need more curve. Like, honestly, I think his 2 star powers are pretty interchangeable also. Everyone is always underestimating Fertilize. It's actually a very good star power. Oh god, we're pushing into the M's footage. I'll talk quickly. So Spike's Hypercharge is pretty decent. I think it's actually quite strong. It just has a lot of DPS, and that's all really it is for Spike. Now, M's, I think, is our #1 strongest Buffies. Honestly, this brawler surprised me a lot with how strong her Buffies were. I didn't think they were going to be that good. I thought they looked pretty decent, but oh my god. So we'll start off with what I think is her weakest Buffy, her Hypercharge. I think this Buffy is decent. The poison damage isn't amazing, but it's not bad. But then we have her Hype star power, has just gotten a pretty big Buffy, where for the first second, she's completely invulnerable. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it really feels like it, and it makes a big impact. But finally, I think her Friend Zoner gadget is really amazingly strong. Just with all the outplay potential it has, and the stun and the knockback, knocking them into her spray, it really is a very dangerous one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped. And for watching to the end, you get a satisfying Mortis kill. See you guys next time.